Welcome back to Elite Fitness and Nutrition. I'm Coach Scotty, and today I'm going to be breaking down the split squat and going over some of the problems we see when people are performing this exercise. Alright, so first, when people are getting set up, you'll often see maybe a balance issue, okay? This is the first issue we have to address. If they cannot simply just hold their position at the top here, back toe, front foot flat, hips pushed underneath, chest up tall, if I cannot just simply hold this position, I'm obviously not ready to weight the exercise. So the first issue to always address when trying to get into this position is balance. All right, making sure I can hold this position and balance properly. All right. The second thing that we see is when people are coming up out of their split squat, they'll like to push back, either resting on that back heel or maybe even letting this hip open up a little bit. All right. If that hip is opening up and that toe is turning out, as the heel goes down, I need to address this hip flexor. It probably doesn't want to stretch, so I got to do a little bit of mobility there, okay? So a real easy hip flexor stretch is just right here. I'm in a half kneeling position. I got this pole out in front of me, keeping my chest up, and all I'm going to do is push my hips forward, feel this stretch, and relax. Pushing forward, feeling just for a second, and then relaxing. A good, nice little dynamic hip flexor stretch there to help get those hip flexors engaged and ready for this exercise, all right? Second, if that heel is coming down, we may have an ankle flexibility issue, okay? So, for the ankle, we'll be in the same position here, the half kneeling position. This time, instead of pushing my hips forward, I'm thinking about driving that knee forward while still keeping my foot completely flat on the ground. So I'm driving my knee forward as far as I can, keeping that heel down and relaxing. Driving forward and relaxing. Okay? So that's for the hip and the ankle. If you have a little inflexibility and you see that heel going down or maybe even turning out. Okay? You got your hip flexor stretch and your ankle stretch. Last, when people are going down and coming up, you may see this butt stick out, okay? As they're going through their exercise, they may not want to engage those glutes and keep those hips underneath. This is simply a strengthening problem. So we can give them glute exercises to help strengthen, and maybe even, it might not be the glutes that can't stay in position, it might be the core that can't quite hold that weight up. So we're either going to be strengthening the glutes or the core when we see this hunch and that butt sticking out. And two real easy exercises to help that are just regular glute bridges, really focusing on squeezing my butt there, and just regular planks right there, okay? Working on strengthening those glutes and that core. So as you're going through your split squat, if you notice any of these problems, give some of these exercises a try and let us know what you think. Thank you.